Welcome to the Leaders Insights podcast. Today's episode, Owned Community versus Rented Reach. The strategic choice CMOs keep getting wrong. Let's start with the thing nobody wants to admit. Most CMOs know owned versus rented in theory, and still build their entire plan on rented ground. Why?
Because rented reach, audiences you access through someone else's platform, like followers on Instagram or TikTok, grows faster and looks better in the board deck. Owned reach is slow, unsexy, and doesn't spike on a Monday.
Define the line cleanly for me. Where does owned actually stop?
Owned is anything where you hold the direct connection. Your email list, your app, your SMS list, your first-party data, the customer information you collected yourself. Rented is everything mediated by a platform that can change the rules or the price whenever it likes.
And it does change the rules. Give me the scar tissue.
The classic one is organic reach on Facebook, collapsing over a decade to low single-digit percentages of your followers seeing a post. Brands built audiences of millions, then had to pay to talk to people who'd already opted in. You rented, then got charged rent again.
But that's ancient history. What's the 2026 version?
The TikTok saga. Divest or ban uncertainty dragged through 2024 and 2025. And plenty of U.S. brands had a third of their reach sitting on a platform that might vanish by legislative deadline. That's not a marketing risk. That's a single point of failure you don't control.
Fine, but rented reach converts. Owned email open rates are mediocre, and everyone knows it. Aren't you romanticizing a slower channel?
I'm not romanticizing it. I'm pricing the risk properly. Klaviyo, and yes, they sell email software, so read them with that in mind, routinely reports owned channels driving a large share of e-commerce revenue at a fraction of paid cost. The point isn't that owned is warmer. It's that you can't get evicted from it.
So the mistake isn't using rented reach. It's what, exactly?
Defaulting. Pouring budget into whatever channel is growing fastest that quarter without asking what happens if it disappears or triples in price. Growth without an exit is just borrowing.
Give me a company that got the conversion right.
Gymshark. They built enormous influencer-driven reach on Instagram in the 2010s, but they treated it as a funnel into their own site and their own list, not the destination. When any single platform wobbled, the relationship still sat in their database. The rented reach was the acquisition engine. The owned data was the asset.
And the cautionary tale?
Any brand that built its whole personality on one creator or one platform. When a mega influencer's audience turns, or the algorithm deprioritizes your category overnight, you've got nothing to fall back on because you never captured the customer directly. You were subletting the whole time.
Here's the uncomfortable question. Building owned is expensive and slow. A CFO wants payback this year. How do you actually defend the spend?
You reframe it as reducing customer acquisition cost, what it costs to win one buyer, over time. Every person you move from rented to owned is someone you don't repay to reach next quarter. Model it over 18 months, not one campaign. The owned list compounds. The ad spend evaporates the moment you stop.
So what's the actual ratio? How much rented? How much owned?
There's no magic split, and anyone who gives you one is selling something. The real test: if your single biggest rented channel vanished tomorrow, what fraction of revenue survives? If the answer is under half, you're overexposed, whatever the deck says.
That's a brutal little diagnostic.
It's meant to be. Most teams have never run it, which is exactly why they keep getting the choice wrong. They optimize the channel that's up and to the right, and never model the day it isn't.
Last one. Someone's listening. They've got a healthy Instagram following and a thin email list. What do they do Monday morning?
Put one thing behind an email or SMS capture this week. A genuinely useful reason to hand over the address, not a spammy discount. Then measure how many rented followers you convert into owned contacts each month, and treat that number as the one that actually protects the business.
Own the relationship, rent the reach. Good place to stop. That's a wrap. Fresh CMO briefings drop daily at mba-training.com.